Hi guys, and welcome to the JACKFRAGS YouTube channel. In this video we're going to be looking at basic helicopter flight and also some attacking maneuvers that you can do, and just some general hints and tips for when you're flying around in those helicopters. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my controls. They're pretty much the default key bindings, so I'll let you have a look anyway. Again, I haven't really changed anything in here for the helicopter, so you can just take a quick look there. And there's my sensitivities: vertical look normal, vertical flight normal. So yeah, I'm going to be diving straight into the tutorial now so you can check it out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is obviously get yourself a helicopter. Now the basic controls are all pretty similar for all the different models, so you can just get in whichever one you like to try this sort of stuff out. So as you saw, I have all the default controls. W, throttle up, S, throttle down, A is your left, D is your right. So we're going to start off by switching the view to the external view, so you can just see what your helicopter's doing. So you press C to get the external view, and we're going to start by pressing the throttle up key on the keyboard, so that's W by default. And you'll see that the helicopter just goes vertically upwards. And if we want to go down, we'll throttle down, so we'll press S on the keyboard and the helicopter comes vertically down. Now when you want to turn left and right, of course if you want to go to the left, you press the your left key, which is A. That'll turn us to the left. And then your right is the D key, which will turn us to the right. And again, you'll notice that I'm not really moving much, and that's because I'm not using the mouse, and the mouse controls the pitch. So say I wanted to turn left but I wanted to go a bit faster, you would press the your left key, which is the A key, to go left, and then as I'm pressing it I'll move the mouse to the left as well, so the helicopter will tilt. So I'll show you now. You can see the helicopter tilts, and the same for the right as well. So I'll press the your right key, which is D. So D, and then move the mouse to the right, and then that'll move us to the right quicker. So to begin with, if it's your first time flying, you just want to get like a basic sort of understanding of the controls and just mess about practicing. So now we've got like left, right, up and down sorted, we want to look at moving forwards and backwards. Now if you want to move forwards, you have to press the throttle up key and then move your mouse upwards. So if we throttle up, move the mouse upwards, you can see that we begin to move forwards. And to level it out, just slowly pull your mouse back and then you sort of level again. Now if you want to move backwards, one thing you can do is just turn around and then go back the other way. But another way of doing it is if we press the throttle up key, which is W, and then move the mouse down, you can see that we start moving backwards slightly, and of course you can just level that off again. So that's quite useful when you can't turn around and you need to sort of like back up a little bit. So yeah, just get the basics down first, and then you can start looking at attacking people and attacking objectives. Okay, so once you've got the basics of flight down, you can start looking at attacking things. Now the primary weapon on the helicopters are the rocket pods, which you get 14 of, and you can reload them. Secondary weapon in this case, I've got an anti-air missile, so if there's another helicopter or a plane, I can lock onto it and hopefully shoot it down. Also, another really important factor is your gunner. Now the gunner that I have here is my good friend Tommy. He's very good at gunning things, and never forget that the secondary weapon on the Apache is very, very powerful. You can take out anything in the game with it: tanks, aeroplanes, helicopters. You can destroy everything. If you're at a long to medium range and you're the gunner, make sure you fire in bursts, and also remember that you have, specializations as well. Like the gunner can have a chaff as well as the pilot, so you get like double protection, if you will, from lock-ons. So we're going to go ahead now and do some attacking manoeuvres. We'll first see what we can find, and straight away see that we've got a tank spotted there, so we're going to go and see if we can take that out. We've also, someone's locked onto us now, so if that happens again, I'll show you when the sort of perfect time to use your chaffs is. And you'll notice as well that when you sort of get used to the flying controls, you can get quite low down to the ground, so you know you can be very controlled and fly down low and take out targets. So you can see here there's a building here, say there was enemies in there, we can just sort of hover to the ground here, destroy the walls so they haven't got any cover, and that gives us and it gives our team an easier way of accessing that point. And another thing you'll notice as well, when you sort of get used to the controls, you can make sort of very accurate movements. If you see someone's locked onto it, no, they've gone again. So these towers here, for example, I can fly in between these quite easily. So, you know, all it takes is just a little bit of practice and you can really start to get used to how the thing controls and, you know, where to aim when you see a target. And as demonstrated there, the combination of the rocket pods which the pilot gets and the gunner is brutal. You know, that tank just stood absolutely no chance against us. This plane here, I'll switch to my secondary weapon, see if I can get a lock onto him. See if we can take him down. And you notice there that something had a lock on us as well. And you don't flare until you hear that ticking noise. Again, my flares are on cooldown there, so I couldn't get them out. But the great thing about being in the helicopter is if you do take a hit and you're on fire and you're an engineer, you can land it and you can repair it. So make sure you get out, you repair it, and you've got to repair it to 100%, otherwise it'll keep burning. And basically you can get back up in the air straight away. So even though we took a rocket there, straight away we're still back. We're back up in the air. So remember as well, really important, when you're in the attack helicopter, spot as many things as possible, because the more things that you spot, it gives your gunner a better chance of hitting stuff, and of course it helps your team out as well. You can see here there's a tank on our left, so we'll just swing round, try and destroy that. There's a Tunguska here, this is causing us problems, so we'll try and take it out before it takes us out. So sometimes it's really good to be sort of aggressive, and you can see it was just too much, and the Stinger actually took us out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial, and just practice. It's really important to practice. As soon as you get used to the flying, then you can get in there with a mate and just be absolutely destructive and pretty much control the game with the helicopter, especially if you have a good jet pilot on your team as well. You know, sort of helping you out with the enemy jets, because the jets are probably one of the main problems. If there's a good pilot against you and you're in the helicopter and they get like a little burst of gunfire on you, they can roll you, and then you're screwed basically. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you like the video and subscribe, and look forward to more tutorials in the future. You can see here we're sort of, it's a bit naughty, but we're camping their spawn. There's a tank there. Take that out. You can see now how quickly we're going to destroy this tank. I mean, the guy's got out already, it's gone. So with the combination of the rocket pods and the gunner, you can pretty much destroy any vehicle in the game in a matter of seconds.